Still doing it. Okay, now we're live. Good morning and welcome. Hi, friends. Hey, Chef
Morning.
B.
Hey, what's up? Good morning.
Good morning. So, as we know, 2026 is knocking on our door, and
Yeah.
there's a personal thing that I don't want to take into 2026. Okay, I don't want to take my toddler diet with me into 2026. So, this is an intervention on my part that I think is going to be helpful to some other Black women as well. Okay, welcome. Hi, friends. My name is Stephanie Perry. I am a house sitter. I'm the co creator of Exodus Summit, the creator of House Sitter School, and we help Black women take sabbaticals and career breaks and move abroad and bop around the world while embracing ease. If you're here, make sure that you subscribe to the channel because if you're interested in this conversation, you'll be interested in the rest. Okay, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Welcome. And welcome, Chef B.
Hey, what's up? I'm going to say what you like to say. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Everyone needs to say good morning. Good morning.
And hi, friends in the chat. Hey, everybody. Okay, do you have a second? Do you want to introduce yourself to everyone who who everyone who is, whatever. You're new here, but we're also live streaming on Chef B's platform. So to everyone, introduce yourself, please.
Yes. Greetings, everyone. I'm Chef B, living in Atlanta, Georgia, holistic health and wellness coach, raw plant-based chef, all things wellness, and one of Stephanie Perry's students. So thank you so much, Chef Stephanie, for having me on your platform today. So we talk all things wellness.
Wellness.
Mhm.
Welcome. And where are you in the world?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia,
But where are you from?
originally from Guyana, South America. Grew up in Brooklyn, but I'm now a Georgia peach.
Oh, okay. We're
So
Peach now.
yeah,
Okay.
we're peach now, right? So we're in Atlanta. We are beautiful day today, by the way, in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, the weather has shifted a little bit. Yeah, so that's me.
All right, good. And good morning. Ain't that a trip? Says good morning from Atlanta. Good morning, DJ Paris. Good morning, everybody. Gwen Thomas. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, everybody. Make sure you say hi in the chat. If you're watching the replay, say hi in the comments, please, so we can get this conversation started. I am 51 and a half. I'll be almost, no, not quite 51 and a half. I'm 51 and change. And I still eat a lot of, my main diet consists of chicken fingers, French fries, uh, and ice cream. So I call that a toddler diet. I have a toddler's diet. I noticed it hasn't always been like that, but for the last few years, seriously. And then last year, I had two things back to back where I noticed my diet was affecting me. First, I got COVID or I got sick, something. And then I got I broke a tooth or my tooth, like basically my whatever it was, the crown fell out. And so I had to be very careful about what I ate and what I didn't eat. And I had to drink a lot of things and like make smoothies and stuff for a lot of things. And one day I was like, well, I feel really good. And I was like, oh, because I'm not eating only chicken fingers and French fries. I had, a lot of green foods during that time period. And then a lot of sandwiches instead of fried chicken fingers and stuff. And I was like, oh, the food was making me feel worse. Even though I enjoyed eating it, I didn't enjoy how it made me feel after. I got a little hit of joy while I was eating chicken fingers, right? You dip it in the sauce and everything is Gucci. But then later, I'm like, oh, this food makes me feel not the best.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And so really, I'm so glad that you said that, Stephanie, because now that we're 50 plus, I'm 52,
Okay.
we have to shift. We have to shift how we're eating. So no one's saying no chicken fingers, but however frequent you were eating those chicken fingers, whether it was weekly or a few times a week,
Mhm.
probably need to really back away from that and really lean more into nutrient dense foods. Um, because this is the time when things start popping off in the body, things start happening. Broken tubes, broken hips, hair falling out, menopause, hormonal imbalances, all of those things are going to happen over time, but it's how it happens to you. And then also the kinds of foods that you're also eating to just really maintain yourself and stay strong. And you bopping all over the planet too, you also have to be mindful about that hydration, the nutrient density of the foods in the respective countries that you're in, because it looks different
That's right.
in different places. It just
That's right.
does. So it's really important as Black women, these Black women, this community, as these women are moving around the planet and like really being liberated, being free, right? So there's all these different forms of freedom. We talk about on this channel the freedom of just having ease, right? And not being oppressed in
Yes.
certain circumstances that you're in. But then now it's an opportunity to look critically at how you're feeding your body. Are we looking at that part? We're trying to get up out these bad situations.
Uh-huh.
But then now we're out of the bad situations. Are we really thinking about how we're nourishing ourselves? And so, yeah.
That's right. So I think a lot about like what is and what not what isn't, but what is liberation work. When we talk about Black women and we talk about liberation work, there's kind of a narrow definition. And we think that um uh like changing laws in the United States, that's liberation work. But so is getting yourself out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
Individually, that's liberation work. And caring for your body, especially in a place that says your body is only designed to work until it breaks down, right? We
Yep.
don't care about you having longevity. We don't care about your enjoyment of your life. We just care about you as a worker. I think treating your body as though it's not just a beast, it's not a beast of burden. Treating yourself as though you are not a workhorse. That's also liberation work.
Yes.
And
Yes. I,
so I'm ready to treat myself, my body, as though I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do. I want to live a long time and
yeah.
I got to act like it.
So, in saying that, you want to act like you want to live a long time.
Mm,
I think, you know, everybody in the last 10 plus years have been using this word manifestation.
yeah.
That's the catchword, right? I'm about to manifest this, I'm about to manifest that.
Uh-huh.
And so in the work of manifestation, usually we target that towards like things, tangible things that we want to achieve,
Right.
a house, whatever, money. But how many of us are really trying to manifest longevity? Because that's vision work, right? So, like in thinking about, okay, I want to live to 100, whatever your number is,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
You said I need to start acting like it. What do I need to be doing on a day-to-day basis to be able to manifest that?
Hmm.
How should I be thinking? What's my mindset? What's my food look like? What does my movement look like? What's
Yeah.
my behavior like? Am I nice? Am I grumpy? These are the things that we need to be thinking about as we try to do the vision work for longevity.
Yes. Okay.
So in that is chicken nuggets in longevity.
Not the ones I be eating. Okay. Not there might be there might be some chicken nuggets that will get you to 100, 110 and feeling good, right? Because I don't only want longevity. I want longevity. I need to find a way to phrase this. I want longevity. I want a healthy body, not just an old body.
Yes.
I want to be old and healthy. I want to be old and be able to move around. I want to be old and with it.
Yeah. With it, yes. Yeah. So we have to really do the work of visioning what that number is and then really examining what's going on in your life now. And if those things aren't in place for a person who lives to this age, how do I now start building the practice of doing those things? Right.
Thank you. So they're telling me in the chat, hey, the plant plan, increased health span is the phrase. Healthy lifespan and health span.
Yes.
Thank you, friends. Deborah, quality of life.
Quality of
Okay.
life. That's it.
Okay. All right. So you're here to help me. This is
Yeah.
Chef B helps everyone or helps other people. Okay. But so y'all are sitting in on our session because this is an intervention. As we said, I need help. So, um, I guess first we should talk about how you got into this space
Yeah.
because you haven't. I don't want to spoil things. You tell us, how did you get into this space?
So, okay, I'm Guyanese, right, y'all? So, what that means is we eat a lot of good food and Caribbean food, South American food, all of that is very delicious, but it's not always the best for us.
Oh,
Um, Really, just the way people eat, I started really examining how my family eats food and then how people in my community eats food. I started just thinking about that subconsciously. Let's fast forward though. I was in graduate school here in Atlanta. I was in graduate school, getting my PhD, all of that
in
in mathematics education. I know. And my blood pressure started creeping up. My blood pressure started creeping up. So I would go and get my annual physical at school because they had a hospital at the campus. And she's like, your blood pressure is kind of, we're going to watch it. It's kind of going up. All right. So the stress of being in school later in life, I was in my 30s. I was like, what's going on? And I was also in a relationship that was very stressful. So I didn't understand the two because prior to that, I don't eat like my family. I'm vegetarian. I'm doing all the things. So coupling those two things together, just my lifestyle started changing. I wasn't sleeping properly, reading a bunch of things, trying to get assignments done, you name it. I get pregnant. I'm, married, but again, it's not the healthiest relationship. I get married and I'm pregnant now. And I'm eating those chicken nuggets just like you. I'm eating the hot dogs, the pizza, all the things that are sodium rich foods. Gained a ton of weight because I was like about 130 before I was pregnant. I gained maybe almost 90 pounds.
Mm.
And right before my baby came, I developed preeclampsia. And for those of you who don't know, that's gestational hypertension. So now the doctors are like, we got to take this baby a couple weeks early,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm like, no, yeah, but they did. And I had a cesarean. And the doctor's like, we need to get this weight down. We need to get this lifestyle stuff under control. Got to get your blood pressure under control, all the things. So I actually had a friend who shared with me a institute, a place that she had gone to because she was dealing with some health challenges herself. And she's like, you need to go here to see if they can help you shift how you're thinking about everything. And it
Okay.
was transformational. The place that I went to talked about raw food, they talked about mindset, they talked about being able to cure yourself by eating differently,
Mhm.
just things I had never heard before, things that I had not made connections to before. And doing the work that I was doing there inspired me so much. I was like, this is the work I want to do in our community. I really want to help my people change their relationship to food and help shift their habits so that they can be more productive as it relates to their lifestyle. And so from there, I just started doing a lot of, how Black women do. We got
Yeah.
all the degrees, and then we're like, we don't have to. I need to get some education in that thing. You know how we do. So
Yes,
I
I do.
went back to school and became a holistic health coach. I trained for 2 years, but just really trying to understand what people's limitations are and from a behavior standpoint, what's happening? Why is it so hard for us to shift and make changes and for
Yeah.
it to stick,
Yeah.
So that's the work that really inspired me. And for me, I'm like, I love plants. When you start doing the research on eating plant-based foods, it doesn't matter if you're a meat eater, this eater, or that eater, incorporating more plants into your diet will help to address so many health challenges that many of us have. And we call that lifestyle medicine. We call that just like really doing the things that you can naturally do to help shift your health outcomes. That's more movement. That's eating more food that are nutrient dense. That's hydration, the proper kind of hydration, among other things. And so the work that I was doing as an educator, I still do that work, but then I felt like this was just more powerful and more important for our people.
Mm,
Because ultimately, if you don't have your health, what do you have? You can't do much if you're not in the best health. So
that's right. All right. So okay. So we're gonna get me and us a plan,
yeah,
right? So that we can move into 2026. I said we're gonna leave some things behind. Every year, I didn't invent this concept. Every year we're like, here's some things I'm leaving in 2025. Here's some things I'm taking with me into 2026. Right. So I've not attempted. I'm gonna say I have said before that I was leaving this thing behind in X year and not going to be a toddler, not going to eat like a toddler anymore. It hasn't worked for me. And I think you're the person to help me with this. I think the reason is I tried to do too much. It seems too hard when you think about like changing everything.
yeah,
Do I need to do am I thinking about it the wrong way? Do I need to not change everything at one time? Can
no,
it be
no.
some steps?
So what we want to do is, first of all, like, okay, so let me ask you this. For you, what is one of the most critical things that you feel just kind of keeps you up at night in regards to your lifestyle that you want to change?
I
It,
want I want to be a mother. I'm already 51. This is going to require me to have a body that moves really well. And um as I think that I'm holding myself back by I need I'm no, I'm concerned about adopting children and then being like this lady is old.
okay.
I'm concerned that if I bring kids into the house, they're gonna be like, this lady is old. Look how she make grunts when she stands up and she grunts when she sits down. And I don't want to be in an old body at 51.
Okay. So, with you saying that, so you feel like that's the most pressing thing for you. You don't want to be in an old body?
Yeah, I don't have health because I don't have high blood pressure right now. I have a family history of high blood pressure and diabetes, but thankfully I don't have those things. But I
Okay.
guess I'm probably on
Don't say that. We're not gonna put that in the mix. No.
okay.
So let me ask you this. With the lifestyle that you have, because you do travel quite a bit,
Uh,
do you find that it's challenging to create movement daily, because of sort of your activities, or is it just not something that's inspiring for you? Like, oh, I got to do it.
it moving my body is a thing that I enjoy. It's not like I don't enjoy. There are certain things I really like to do. I love going for walks. I love running when I can get work myself up to being able to run. But it's more about the schedule.
Right.
The not I am not a person who will just in the middle of the day be like, I think I'll go for a run or I think I'll go for a walk. I need to have a scheduled day. When I was traveling full time for 9.5 years, 9.75 years, moved full time, traveled full time. So I was only in a place for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months at a time. And it was really hard to get a schedule. So I have an apartment now in Bogota, Colombia. I'm currently in my parents' house in Delaware, but I have an apartment in Bogota. So I now am in a position to get myself a schedule,
Right.
right? And to have a schedule where I can say I wake up and at 7:30 I go for a walk. That's easier for me than trying to find the time when I have no schedule and every day is a little different
Yeah.
and every city is different, every house is different. Do I have a gym in this apartment? There's no gym in this apartment.
Yeah. So how long are you going to be in Delaware?
I leave soon. I leave early January, but then I'm going to house sit in Mexico. I don't get back to my home in Colombia until late January.
Got it. So it sounds like, I mean, you're still moving.
I'm still I'm
You're
still
still
about
moving around. You're still
yeah,
bopping around.
yeah.
So what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to carve out some time no matter where you are, where you can maybe do the walk or something online on a YouTube video or some app or something like that. Is there a way that you can carve out, let's start with like 30 minutes a day to move intentionally?
I can. So for me, it's not about the time. I have plenty of time in the day. It's the remembering to do it.
Mhm.
Like seriously, once it's like 11, 12 o'clock in the day, I'm not thinking about it. So it has to be first thing. So the answer is yes. 30 minutes first thing, I can do that. Like,
Yeah,
so I've had a Beachbody membership for probably,
I've
I
had it.
lost, Beachbody. I
I
lost, I lost weight back in 2013, and I think I must still be either I'm still paying for that same membership quarterly, or I stopped it and restarted it. I don't remember that. But every quarter I look at my bank statement and there's a Beachbody membership, and I'm like, I'm not gonna cancel it because I'm gonna get back to it. It's been 12 years.
No, no. So here's what I think you might want to consider
Okay.
is there another approach? Because Beachbody is really intense. It just
Yes.
is there another membership? I would even say before we even talk about memberships,
Uh,
getting into the walking in the morning,
yeah.
can't you just do a reminder on your phone?
Yeah. I can do that.
So let's do a reminder on our phone for 30 minutes. What time do you typically get up?
About 7ish here now, and based on the sun, right? So right now the sun doesn't come up until 7:45. So I'm usually awake around 7. So I'm gonna make an alarm for 7:15.
Yeah, 7:15, maybe even 7:30. Yeah. And then 30 minutes. Now, I would even say, I don't know if this sounds exciting to you, a power hour. So 30 minutes of that power hour, you're walking,
Okay.
you're doing some kind of movement. And then the other 30 minutes, you're doing some kind of breath work or meditation or just sort of setting the tone for the day. You might be journaling, writing, whatever. Does that sound exciting to you to kind of have something like that in play?
Can you tell me what I'm gonna get from that? This is a serious question. So I know you are a person with a holistic approach.
Mhm.
Can you explain to me why meditation or breath work or journaling? Why?
Well, one, it's the practice of just helping you to stay calm. It helps with your mindset. It helps to kind of get you balanced. So you might think that you're balanced, but because you're moving all over the planet, we always have to get back to homeostasis. So it's a good practice of kind of grounding yourself daily so that you can really kind of think, okay, well, what is it that I want to create for the day? Everybody has a different focal point when they're doing their meditation. Some people are doing meditation to calm anxiety. Some people are doing it for their hypertension. Some people are using that time to create their day.
Okay.
So for you, it could be okay if you're talking about being this well body for these
Mm,
babies that are coming that you want to adopt. That could be the time that you're working to create that and what
okay.
that could look like for yourself. So, in doing that practice of walking, what are some other things that I can be doing? This is you in the meditation or in this quiet time. What other
Okay.
things can I be doing to really get myself there? And so that's why we do it. So everybody has a different goal in mind when they're doing meditation, but it really gives you an opportunity to just like kind of think and visualize what you want to create for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like listening to Tony Jones affirmation music. Um,
Yes.
okay. So that can be part of it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You could drink your water, you can have a cup of tea, have your incense going, like all of that. Listen, that's a vibe. A lot of us don't have a morning ritual or an
Mhm.
evening ritual.
No.
We just kind of get up and go,
Mm.
right? And then the day kind of moves on. We don't get all of the things accomplished that we want to get accomplished
Yeah.
because we didn't set the tone for the day.
Okay.
So it's a practice. Black women, we need to set the tone for the day. Many of us are just doing our thing. We're just, okay, I got to go get the kids. Or I got to go do this thing for my mom. Or I got to do this thing for my dad. Or I got to go finish up this report. but are you setting the tone for the day? Are you being intentional about the things that you want to create and accomplish for the day? And so having that morning ritual of movement, of meditation, of journaling, whatever that power hour might look like, is a way to start that.
Okay. I have the alert set in my phone. So my power hour, I like walking. I can find some other things that I like to do, but for now, I really do like walking. I love to be outside for, bursts of time. And then I love to be inside.
Yeah.
So walking is easy. That's easy here in Delaware while I'm still at my parents' house, their neighborhood. I love walking around the neighborhood. Their neighbors know me now, right? I love San Miguel de Allende, where I'm going to be house sitting. I don't know if I was supposed to say that out loud, but I think so because there's a meetup. I love
Okay.
San Miguel. So I'll be walking around San Miguel for a couple of weeks. And there's a dog. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. I'll be
Yes. There
house
you
sitting a dog,
go.
passing,
Yes.
walking. And then once I get back to Bogota, once I get back to my apartment, I really like my neighborhood. And walking there is it's a piece of cake. It's hilly. I don't mean it's an easy walk, but I mean it's easy for me to get out the door in Bogota because I like the area that I'm in. And there's a big park that I like to be in and see people, watch people and stuff. So the power hour, I'll start with the walk and then I'll come back so how do I start? Okay, so a thing about me,
Mhm.
meditation for me often turns into just daydreaming, which I don't think is the point.
Mm.
It's
That's
I can daydream my whole day
okay.
away.
That's okay. So here's what I would say. If you can't get into the meditation, some people have issues with that, right? They're like, "Oh, what am I doing there? I mean, my mind is just going all over the place. I'm sleeping too. I'm falling asleep. Like all kinds of things are happening for people when they meditate. But if you say that you like Tony Jones, her affirmation music, turn that on.
Okay,
Turn that on and see where that takes you.
okay,
All right. The goal here is just to get the practice going and to create the small success of creating the practice of doing the thing,
okay.
right? That's the win. The win is you getting up in Delaware and going to walk for 30 minutes and then setting the tone like, okay, Tony Jones, and then continuing to do that the day after and the day after and the day after, and maybe making small little adjustments for that. But the goal is to create the practice so that it becomes a habit and
Okay.
it's something that you look forward to doing. And as we think about like our behavior, and I call this all lifestyle medicine, by the way.
Okay.
You going for a walk, you listen to Tony Jones, you doing affirmations, whatever it is. As you start doing those things, you're like, if you think of yourself being this way, you either cannot do it
Yeah.
or do it. Every time you do it, you create more opportunities to do it. When you don't do it, you create more opportunities to not do it. So we want to keep creating the opportunities to do it so that we can develop it as part of one of the things that we really desire to do and create and want to create for ourselves.
I am always starting over. Okay. In this space, in this part of my life, I'm always starting over, starting back at one. Whereas, like on something like my YouTube channel, I understand the importance of keep making videos, keep going. Don't start your channel, then stop your channel, then
Yeah.
right? But in this world of being good to me and taking care of me, and like in the world of lifestyle medicine for me, I'm always feel like I'm starting at zero. And then I always feel like I need to hurry up and catch up, which is why I do things like sign up for a half marathon when I haven't even been outside for a walk in weeks. I'm like, I can't, I have to do the work, the hardest thing, right? To try to make up, but you can't really catch up. You can't catch up. You have to, I think it's more important for me to keep going than it is to start and stop and do like these big swings instead of always trying to do the big swing. Be put chain together, string together the habit, the practice, instead of saying I'm going to train for this half marathon and then hurt myself and can't do it.
So let me ask you this, because I hear something.
Okay.
You will stay consistent with the YouTube channel and doing the
Hmm.
videos.
Hmm.
But then the movement or exercise or whatever it is as it relates to you is inconsistent.
Yeah.
How are you valuing those two things?
That's a good question. Friends on Instagram, come over to YouTube. I'm going to end the Instagram. Okay. Come over to YouTube. See y'all over there. I'm going to answer that question. I think the difference for me is, I don't really know the difference. I think the difference is I get immediate feedback on YouTube.
Mm.
I get immediate results. And in the other stuff,
Yeah,
it's not immediate, right?
yeah,
It's not instant. And
yeah,
it takes some time to see it. Some time, not a bunch of time. Like I said, 3 or 4 weeks of me choosing my food wisely, choosing my food in a more thoughtful way. And I was like, oh, I feel better. I even did a live stream. I was like, I feel so good. Why I feel so good? And I was like,
yeah.
oh, I've been paying attention to what I eat because I can't just eat anything.
So here's the question. So
Yeah.
with that, because you had the sickness where when you stopped eating the chicken nuggets and you started eating more healthy foods, you actually felt better.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't we use that as a win to keep going for you?
So I need to make some instant. So right here, Arlene said instant gratification. So I need to find some instant gratification in in this world,
In
like I
this
have
world.
instant gratification in you.
Yes. So and that's what we have to do. So when we look, like, let's say we're looking at someone's life. We're looking at their finances, we're looking at their friendships, we're looking at their food, we're looking at just the things that we would attack in a coaching piece because it's
Mhm.
a holistic self, right?
Yeah.
If you are doing well in this one area, you're getting success in this one area, but you're not getting as much success in this other area,
Mhm.
we now need to interrogate, well, what is it about this area that you're getting the success? And how can we bring those successes over to this side?
Good.
So, what you're saying is, I'm seeing the gratification, I'm seeing the numbers go up, I'm seeing whatever I see that makes me keep going with YouTube.
Yeah.
So, now on my wellness side, I need to have some opportunities or create opportunities where I'm going to feel better, and that let that continue, help me to continue doing what I'm doing.
Good. Okay, good. I'm already thinking. So I got myself a Christmas present. It's a little bit out of reach. I got myself a little 360 camera that is easier than walking out around with my phone. I don't feel uncomfortable walking around with my phone, but if somebody were to snatch my phone, my whole life is here, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, 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 yeah.
so I bought myself a little camera that I can use to take with me when I walk.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm already thinking about like how I can maybe combine two things that a thing that I like doing with a thing that I want to do to make this more sustainable.
Yes, that's what I was gonna also ask is like how can we make walking fun?
Yeah,
So from a content standpoint, I know you like to do content.
yeah,
Is there a way that you can bring the content piece in what you do, like some of the carousels that you create or, some of the little short video clips that you might post somewhere?
yeah,
Can we do that when we walk and just have that as something that we are doing to create content and
yeah.
also getting our movement in?
I think so because I'm more accountable
Yeah.
to YouTube subscribers than I am to myself. Right?
Yeah.
That's
Right now.
true. That is 100% true. I have my accountability. If my accountability partner is you, friends, I'll do it. If my accountability partner is me, probably not going to do it. So yeah, I can do that. This is not me saying that a person should YouTube or film or monetize all parts of their life. But it is, I think for me, it does make sense when I know that I will be more accountable and when I like it. I just really
Yeah.
like it. So
So
I
can
think,
I tell you what I recently did?
what'd you do?
And I'm gonna make a suggestion here.
Okay.
So for the last year and a half, y'all, I've been saying I want to do pull-ups. I want to be able
Okay.
to pull-ups or chin-ups. I can't do them, right? I have the hardest time doing it. So I went and bought the thing. I have the chin-up pull-up machine, and I started filming myself practicing the pull-ups. I could barely do one, y'all. I can't do it. But I wrote in a post, I said, my situation right now, 2025, 0 pull-ups that I can do.
Okay.
My goal in 2026 is to do 2 to 5 unassisted pull-ups.
Okay.
And so in that post, people responded. Like they saw me struggling because I snapped together a bunch of pictures, a bunch of videos. And they're like, you could do it, Chef B. You could do it. You could do it. And now I'm excited. I'm like, wait a minute. I got people on this journey with me. Right? they're gonna want to see my little progress with these pull-ups. So what I'm suggesting is there a way we want to get you moving? These women love you. Can we bring them along for the journey and we all hold you accountable?
All right. Yes, I'm gonna think on some ways. So I signed up for a race in Puerto Rico. So this is how. No, you said don't talk like that. Okay, so this is what I did. Okay, this is a thing that I did. I already registered for, paid for, booked a hotel room for a race in Puerto Rico. That is Friday a 5K, Saturday you run a 10K, and then Sunday you run a half marathon. Now this is in November, and I have plenty of time. But maybe we can work on this together, friends. We can train for this together. There's an Instagrammer who I love, whose name is Sierra Be Moving on Instagram. Sierra.
Yes.
And so she said she was doing this race, and I was like, well, I'm doing this race, knowing good and well, whatever. I've booked myself to do this thing in Puerto Rico. So we'll work on this together so that I can make the progress. There is the point in doing things when I no longer need outside accountability in most of this stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not the start. I can usually start, right? And there's a point where things click and I can keep going. But that is that in between after the start, but before you really like it, right?
Yeah.
After the start, but before I see progress, that I really need support, accountability. I need to just do it even if I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. Okay.
That's
A
a lot of
I'm
us. That's a
okay.
lot of us.
A lot of us. I think it's normal. It's normal.
It's
I just
very
know that there are people who have overcome that. And there are people who are just like, you give into it. And I have been a person in the past who just gives into it and like, well, I don't feel like it, so I'm not doing it. I'm gonna tell y'all what the race is called. And then as Candace so gently reminds us, we're gonna talk about them nuggets. Okay, we're gonna talk about the diet. We're gonna talk about the food, but I will tell you about the race. It's in San Juan, Puerto Rico in November, and it's called something. I'm sorry, I can't remember it right now. But I'll tell you, if you're in the Exodus Summit community, exodussummit.com/community, we'll make a whole channel about it. We'll make a whole channel in the community.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have a team. Because Sierra has a running club. So maybe we can have a team inside of her club.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, you get me excited. I think I want to come to San Juan and run, walk, give people some permission to walk that race as well.
Okay.
With you. That would be amazing. And
All
you
right.
can run, walk that race.
Oh yeah, I believe in that. Oh, please.
Please walk that race. Okay.
Run, walk. Yeah. Sierra's yes, she does some running and some walking and some running and some walking, right? We doing some interval training. Okay. I don't feel the need to run a full half marathon.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, friends. Okay. So if you're in the Exodus Summit community, I'll make a channel over there sometime today. If you're not in the Exodus Summit community, we're exodussummit.com/community. We left Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
someone said the plant-based nuggets are good. They are.
Okay, switch. So years ago, I used to eat, was it Morningstar? Had some, my friend Charmaine, who, not the Morningstar. Okay, my friend Charmaine, who she's one of the people I started this channel for. Years ago, she posted somewhere about some like buffalo chicken flavored meatless nuggets. And I used to eat them. I used to enjoy them.
Mhm.
You're
But,
not we should
it has soy, and
okay.
so, for us as women who are getting older, who are
Uh-huh.
dealing with estrogen, hormonal things, we just need to be mindful about our soy intake,
Oh,
and foods that, produce estrogen in our bodies. So, you know, it can be a little complex, but really it's a processed food ultimately, and we want to work
oh,
to minimize that as much as possible and not eat processed foods. You want to eat whole foods. So go on ahead and get the chicken yourself. Go on ahead and grind it up.
okay.
Go on ahead and make the chicken nuggets yourself and eat them. That's the
Oh,
ideal scenario. So you can eat chicken nuggets, but make it yourself, or you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you just want to really minimize the trash that your food is having. I always tell people food is information that tells your cells what to become and what to do. And so if you want to be a chicken nugget, a Morning Star chicken nugget, you can eat that and you will become a Morning Star chicken nugget.
that's why I got Captain Crunch all over my okay. That explains the thighs. So, so, so even though you make you're a plant-based chef, you're not here to tell me that I cannot eat chicken anymore.
No, absolutely not. What I'm wanting you to interrogate for yourself
Mhm.
is the quality of the food that you're getting.
Okay.
And so you're in a unique and very wonderful place because you're in spaces in the world where there are local farms and people who are still growing their own things. And so you can get healthier quality food than what's available for some of us in America.
That's right.
And so, in thinking about all these things that you're now really interrogating, what do I want my food to be? Is this food life-giving food or is this food taking from me? You know? And so I think if you start just sort of pausing and asking yourself, is this food serving me? What am I getting from this? Or, or not. That really can help to influence the foods that we choose.
Okay.
There's just some things I don't eat anymore because there's a way that I want to feel in my body. And I know that the immediate gratification of eating the thing, it
Mhm.
feels good, like you said.
Mhm.
But then, man, afterwards, my stomach hurting or I feel itchy or something. It's like at some point, it's like enough is enough. I don't want to feel that way anymore. So I release that thing. It takes time though, but I'll release it.
Mhm. So your day is making food.
Yeah.
I actually don't want my day to be me making food. Okay. So your clients in the world, how are they eating non-processed food without spending hours in the kitchen? Serious question.
So I enjoy making food. So it brings me joy. I'm doing something that brings me joy, but I've done it in such a way now where it doesn't take a long time. I
Okay.
can be efficient with it. The myth is that, oh, you're going to be in the kitchen all day cooking all this stuff, got to make it taste good. But I meal prep. I meal prep, and that takes just a few hours on a one particular day. And I've made food for many days. So I don't need to be in the kitchen every day. I don't mind because I enjoy that. But you don't have to be in the kitchen for hours and hours to eat healthy. You just don't. That's not true. You want to
So
get tools in your kitchen that helps you make the process quicker, like an Instapot. That's very helpful. I don't know if you know about an Instapot.
I was a crock pot girly back in the day.
Yeah, man, you throw
Similar.
stuff in there, turn it down low, and it's done, right? Salads, those are quick. You can also package your food in such a way if you're one of those people that likes to eat, similar foods throughout the week.
Yeah.
You're not picky, then you can package your food up on one day and then literally you're just pulling and then maybe adding a few things to that one dish. So it's all in how you think about it. The other piece is I feel like we've gotten away from who we are, like culturally, we're people that use the kitchen as a form of medicine. We are healers. We are natural healers in our history. And so we all having such a good time out here in these streets. We've gotten away from the fact that we're healers and identifying as that.
Okay.
So when you start identifying and shifting your mindset to no, I use my kitchen as a space for healing and medicine. I don't know, that sounds exciting to me. I'm a chef. I'm my own chef. That sounded a little exciting to me. I want to go up in there and try something and see what I could create. But you don't have to be in the kitchen all day. Absolutely not.
Okay.
So we got to shift.
You said earlier, you told me 30 minutes a day for my movement. If I'm meal prepping, what's a realistic amount of time? If I have a Monday, I think meal prep Monday would probably work best for me. Sundays, sometimes I work because I still do coaching things. But meal prep Monday, what's an amount of time that I could like block off and know that I have food for the week? I don't mind eating the same thing for days and days. I don't mind that at all.
Like an hour, hour and a half for sure.
Okay. I
Yeah.
have that.
Because
Okay.
like if you have the right, you got to set yourself up properly when you're doing meal prepping. You got
Yeah.
to have your containers. You got to have all the things set out. If you make a nice salad or like a mixed vegetable thing, or even if you get some chicken or whatever, you grill them off. You have everything right there lined up. You make your rice. You have everything lined up. It should not take you long from start to finish.
Okay.
2, 3, 4 hours in the kitchen. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Oh, no. Uh-uh. Yeah, I would say like a good hour and a half, no more than 2 hours, depending on what you're making. If
Okay.
you Some people even do like batches of things.
Mhm.
They'll do like rice or quinoa. They'll grill off some steak or some chicken or some fish. They'll have their little, salads or whatever, and they have it set up in those containers so they can mix and match throughout the week.
Yes.
So they feel like they're having a new experience every time they eat.
Okay.
You could do it like that too. So one is batch cooking,
Yes.
and then the other is actually getting your containers for the week, Monday through Friday. You get like 2 containers, one for lunch, one for dinner, and actually organizing your meals in that fashion.
Okay. What is the thing that I should add into my diet? We've talked about the taking out the worst of the worst. What are some things that that are easy that you find are easy for people to add into their diet that pay off, right? Some things that have good nutritional value that we'll like.
So a couple things, hydration will pay off. It will have a big payoff. You can add like a lemon squeeze or a lime squeeze to your water.
Okay.
That's a huge payoff because what it's going to do is help with your kidneys. It's going to also help you go to the bathroom. It's going to help with clarity of mind. That's a huge payoff for us. It also actually helps you to lose some weight. I think also adding in some fruit. So look at the different kinds of fruits that you like that are not too sweet and stocking up on those and adding those into your diet as well. Because a lot of us aren't eating enough fruits and vegetables in general. We're just not.
I know I'm not.
So what you can do, I think about was it Atomic Habits? He talks about this is James Clear. If you're trying to eat more of the thing or drink more of the thing,
Uh-huh.
put it in a place where you can see it so that it's like a reminder. So if you're trying not to eat snacks and things of that nature, get rid of it. Move it out the space. If you want to eat more fruits, get a big bowl of fruit, put it in a space where maybe you're working all the time so that it's the natural thing that you grab. If you're trying to hydrate more, put it in, put a water bottle like how you had your mug. You picked up that mug about 2 or 3 times so far.
That's right.
So put the bottle of water close by so that it's the natural thing that you pick up.
Okay.
So it's all about what's in proximity.
I'm a witness. So my dad has a real sweet tooth, which I also inherited from him. And so in this house, we have a little snack department, and it's right on the kitchen counter, right? It's not in the closet in the pantry. It's right. So anytime you walk into or past the kitchen, tasty cakes galore, girl. The boxes, there are boxes of tasty cakes, right? And that's a regular day here. Now he can manage to eat a tasty cake and leave it alone. I'm like, well, let me get another one,
Yeah,
and
let me get one
right,
more. Me
it's a
too.
little now.
I'm the same
And
way. I'm the same way. That's why I can't even buy. Someone put in the comments, don't even buy the stuff. Exactly. Like I can't even, like, here's what I do. I'll convince myself, and I'm sure y'all feel the same way. I'll convince myself, girl, you can have that ice cream. You good.
Mhm.
You worked hard this week, girl. You can have that ice cream. But I'll eat the whole thing.
Okay.
I'll
Mhm.
eat all of it
Mhm.
so that it's not in the house because I don't want it to just perpetually just stay in the house. So I'll indulge on things and enjoy it just for
Uh-huh.
that moment.
Uh-huh.
And then that's it. I'm good for months and months and months. So that's another strategy. Give yourself the thing, but then like release it,
Mhm.
until the next time.
So we talk. Let's talk a little bit about sugar. Can we talk about? So I named this "Reset Your Palate" because I have a palate. I think I have a palate problem, right? I really am just overly enjoying the taste of the chicken nuggets and the French fries and the tasty cakes, right? Is resetting your palate a real? Is this possible for somebody who's had decades of the other stuff?
Yeah, it is. It will take time. And here's the thing, like with resetting your palate or any of these lifestyle changes, the inner work starts with you having a vision for what you want to change
Okay.
and kind of holding it. That's like the North Star. You holding on to that vision of the thing that you want to change and how you want to become. And then literally the goal is just doing the things to get to that North Star. So if you know that it's almost like, okay, I always use this example, y'all. You know how you may have a nice boyfriend or girlfriend that you like to go back to. You know they ain't good for you. You know they ain't good for you, but you keep going back. It's like that with some of our food habits.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at some point, you know how some people just have that one night where they're just like, all right, this is it. And then they release it. Sometimes it's like that with the food. You have that moment where you have that one night stand. That's it.
Mhm.
That one last stand with that food. And then that's it. You move on.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to do that. So you have to decide, do you really want to release the chicken nuggets? Do you really want to change your eating habits? If you do, well, these are some of the things that we can begin doing so that we can get there. It might be trying to find some alternatives that are healthy to chicken nuggets since you like them,
Right.
right?
Right.
And then finding other healthy things that you like that satiate you instead of that so that you can now replace it with something that's healthier.
Here's how like removed we are from, or how removed I am from making my own stuff. I didn't realize that these are things that people could just make. I was watched a woman make chicken nuggets not too long ago on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? She ground up some chicken and she whatever it is. I don't know what she did. But you right, there are things that I could do. Anyway, I
Yeah.
saw a woman make that. I've seen women make cereal,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Make their own cornflakes.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff doesn't look crazy hard,
And
especially
then
like
you
you
have
said.
it. Like you're not gonna make that stuff and then just for like that moment, you're gonna make a batch of it, portion it out, freeze it so that when you have the urge, desire to eat that way,
Mhm.
you can go and get what you made, that you created.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ways that we can begin shifting. Now, let me ask you this. Does that inspire you? Does that like, okay, I can make that. I could do that and batch it and have it for later. Does that feel like something that you would want to do?
It does when not the chicken nuggets, but like the idea of meal prepping, right? The idea of meal it does because when I see stuff that people meal prepped, I'm like, "Oh, that looks so good." It doesn't look like what I think of when I think of doing it myself, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
all
yeah.
I need to do is gather some recipes and watch some people do some things and learn from you, and then I know that what I'll make isn't gonna be what I'm thinking of in my head. When I think of meal prepping, I just think, oh my gosh, I don't want to eat a salad every day. But then I
Right.
see people on the internet, I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
they made this, they made that. Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound like something I want to do. It sounds exciting to me when you tell me that I can do it in a couple of hours a week instead of a
So
couple hours a day. Because when I make dinner, it takes me 2 hours to make a dinner.
it shouldn't. It shouldn't, not at all. Now you can do a cooking class. We could do a cooking class now, Miss Stephanie, and I get you right, okay? Because I think it's maybe how you have your space set up. Like sometimes people just aren't organized in the kitchen. They're just kind
Yeah.
of figuring it out as they go. But if you are organized in your space, you can get a meal going very fast. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah.
Okay.
We could just take
Yeah.
some cooking classes. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Okay. So, you said that there's a holistic approach, and you talked about meal prep. We talked about movement. We talked about meditation. What are
Mhm.
we missing from this holistic reset? Let's talk
Mindset.
hydration. Let's talk. Oh,
Well,
mindset. Yeah, let's talk hydration.
hydration. So, what's your water like right now?
I think my water. I think personally, I am getting. Let's see. If this is like 12 ounces, I drink at least 6 to 8 servings of water every day. Part of this is menopause. I am very dried out. Menopause, I am not the same person. My ears are dry, like my mouth is dry.
Yeah.
So I think I might be about what they say is the right amount of water per day.
So right amount of water is half your body weight in ounces of water. Okay. So for those of you listening, whatever your weight is on average, right? You
Uh-huh.
take that number and just divide it in half, and that's the amount of water that you want to shoot for daily. Now, it could be a combination of some things, but it's mostly water. So coconut water's in there, non-caffeinated teas should be in there, and I'll tell you why in a moment. Water with electrolytes and things of that nature should also be in there. And if you're active, if you're moving, if you're running, if you're doing more things, then it's going to be a little bit more than that because you lose water as you do different activities. Okay. So just imagine someone who's doing a spin class or running or jogging, they're losing a lot of the water that they're putting in. So you need to replenish more than half of your body weight in ounces if you're very, very active. Just talking, you lose water. So you got to
Right.
think about that too. Yeah.
Okay. So I am a little low.
Yeah.
Okay. Hydration. So what um can how can someone is there a way to tell if she's not getting enough water? Or what does that do to us?
So there's multiple ways to tell that you're not getting enough. One is the urine color. Consistently, the urine color is like bright yellow, orange. It has an odor. It kind of burns when you
Mhm.
use the bathroom because you're really not flushing your kidneys out. So that's one big way that you can tell. Headaches is another way. Blurry vision is another way. Also, the suppleness of the skin. So like I don't know if you see like my skin is bouncing right back.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people are dehydrated, their skin will just stay like in that position when they
Oh,
squeeze it because it's not supple, right? So that like a doctor could tell you if you're not hydrated because they're looking for that suppleness
okay.
in the skin. All right. And so it also helps to dilute the blood so it'll be easier for you to give blood. I actually had an incident recently. I went to give blood. I was drinking more teas that day than water,
Mhm.
caffeinated teas, and it was
Oh,
drying me out. So when they actually went to get blood, they couldn't get the blood. My veins are already small. She's
mm,
like, I think you might be a little dehydrated. And I drink water. But all the things you're talking about with our hormonal imbalances, all of these things means that we need to be extra vigilant with how we're taking care of stuff like water intake. And then the other piece is what's in your water? What kind of water are you drinking?
Okay.
Are you drink like I'm asking you, what kind of
Oh,
water
tap
are you
water.
drinking?
So I drink tap water
No.
with no added juice, no fruit or any, not usually. Although I do like a little lime in my water in Colombia. I do buy lime by the bag, but just tap water.
All right. So we need to elevate it from tap water.
Okay.
And the reason why tap water just has like chlorine, it just has a lot of things in it. It's
Okay.
technically clean and technically okay.
Uh-huh.
But if we're really working to elevate ourselves and our
Yes.
well-being, we
Elevate.
want to try to get the best quality water. One of the things that we want to think about is that water needs to hydrate us and nourish us. Tap water is just going to hydrate you, but it doesn't have the things in it that will naturally nourish you.
Okay.
Okay. So, like things like spring water. Let's look at a spring water, right? It's gone through an aquifer, it has all of those minerals in them, right? Those minerals are going to help you to stay balanced. So, it's hydrating you, but it's also nourishing you. It's giving you those minerals that your body needs
Okay.
to function. So you
So
gotta think about that.
you buy spring water?
You can buy spring water, you can buy a really good quality filtration system that will clean the
Okay.
tap water and
Okay.
add minerals back to it. You could do that.
Okay.
So we wanna think about the kind of water that we're drinking, you know?
Those filtration pitchers then that would do the
That's one,
water.
yeah. That's one step. That's a step for you in not drinking tap water.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, I'll just go to even my dad doesn't drink the tap water here. I'll be like, "Do, do, do." Okay,
Somebody asked a question though. It says it would be 75 ounces of water, not 75 pounds, right? Hopefully Chef B can clarify that. Right.
yeah.
It's your pounds and ounces of water. So if I am 150 pounds,
Uh-huh.
then I need 75 minimum daily, 75 ounces of water daily. And that water can look like a few things. It can be a small amount of coconut water, a small amount of soup, a small amount of tea, but
Okay,
mostly water. So I hope that helps in clarifying. Looking at
okay.
some comments here.
Woven Psalm says what about that plastic bottle? Yeah, that's why I drink from the tap, but I think a filtration pitcher is a good combination of getting the filtered and maybe the water with the added somethings
Absolutely. Yeah.
without having to deal with a plastic bottle, water from a plastic bottle.
Right. Because they have microplastics in
Mm,
them.
yeah,
Particularly like if we leave our water bottles, the little plastic bottles in the car, they get
yeah,
hot. Little microplastics are actually going into your water, and then that's what you're drinking.
yeah.
So yeah, we want to put our water in like glass jars,
Mm.
copper containers, vessels, or metal containers, things like that. But we want to minimize or eliminate plastic bottles as much as possible.
That's right. That's right. So
Mhm.
can you tell us about so Chef B is doing something for y'all, okay? In this starting in January. Can you tell us about the hydration challenge?
Oh, yes. All right, y'all. Hydration. Address your thirst first. So let me tell y'all how this came about. What I like to do with my clients, my meal prep clients, is get information on how I can improve their experience. So one of my customers, I sent out a survey. Hey, what can we do to, add to your experience? And he said, give me more food. He said, I want more food. I don't feel like I'm getting enough food. So
Okay.
I was like, no one's complaining about the amount of food that they're getting. Let me call him and check in. So I
Okay.
called him and I asked, I'm like, man, are you drinking enough water? And then he was just like paused and taken aback. He's like, you might be onto something, Chef B. I'm a runner. I run throughout the city, but I don't always replenish the amount of water that I drink.
Okay.
So what I wanted him to know is that the signal from your brain when you're hungry and thirsty are the same.
Mhm.
So he's thinking he's hungry for food, but his body's like, you're thirsty. But he's thinking it's food.
Try it out. Uh-huh.
So as a result of just having conversations with my people, women tell me, man, I'm dealing with kidney issues. I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing with that. Yeah, I need to drink more water. I was like, I want to do this water challenge because Black women in particular, we're dealing with folks who are dealing with kidney issues, kidney stones, chronic kidney diseases at various stages. It's like stage 1 through stage 5. Some of us don't even know that we have kidney issues, and a lot of it is based on the kind of work that we've done. So if you are a teacher, drop "I'm a teacher" in the chat. If you're a healthcare provider, a doctor, a nurse, drop that in the chat. What tends to happen with folks who are service workers, we
Mhm.
can't leave the place that we're in to go
Mhm.
to the bathroom.
Mhm.
So naturally, we start to restrict our water and we don't drink enough.
Mhm.
If we're driving all the time, we don't want to stop at the public bathrooms because we're like, it's nasty. We want to wait till we get home. So you naturally start to restrict your water. One of the young ladies said that, yep, she's a nurse. My
Yep.
teachers, yep. Tell me if I'm right. Y'all tell me. My nurses, my teachers, my folks who are moving and doing things, and you can't necessarily always run to the bathroom.
Mhm.
It's a natural thing that you do. And so as a result, our bodies start to suffer. We're not thinking as clearly, all the things. Your body is made up of so much water, and your body systems need that water to function optimally. Most of us, if you had a cup, most of us are drinking half that cup of water on average a day. But your body needs all of it every day to
Mhm.
function optimally.
Yeah.
Okay. So the hydration challenge gives you an opportunity for 21 days to get accountability. You're talking about accountability and to just practice hydration and what that looks like. We also have different sessions where we check in with people to see what kind of challenges they're dealing with their hydration, what their unique issue is, because everyone has a unique situation. And then we really try to work with them to figure out what kind of strategies we can put in place to help you to get more of that water in that you need daily. In addition to that, the cool thing is we have prizes. So I like to gamify things, Stephanie.
Uh-huh.
It's always fun when people, make it into a challenge. They're like, yeah, that's something I want to do. And so with the hydration challenge, when people finish, our top winners who've done what they need to do, they've logged their water, they're doing all the things. We do have prizes for them at the end of the challenge, which is kind of cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. All right. Win a prize for taking good care of yourself. That's good.
Yeah. I heard somebody say that they're a camel. Girl, you a camel? You sure about that? Or is your body so used to you not drinking enough water that you feel like, yeah, I'm good. I'm a camel.
Yeah.
So your body starts to adapt one way or the next, right?
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Join Chef Bee's Address Your Thirst First Hydration Challenge. It's
Mhm.
January 5 through 25.
Yeah.
chefbee.com/Stephanie Perry. Thanks for the link, Chef B.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Can you tell us how this works? A little bit about so will we talk to you every day in the challenge?
So we do have a community. Our community is in school. And
Okay.
so I do check-ins daily and I give people daily challenges to have them do something as it relates to hydration. And then they have to show that they've done that thing.
Okay.
So it's very active throughout the 25 days. And then I meet with folks weekly on a call so that they can ask questions, they can meet with different experts. There's also content that we've created from doing the various cycles of this challenge. I've done this will be cycle 4.
Yeah.
So we have chiropractors, we have IV therapists, we have all sorts of people that we've talked to before that gives you perspective on why this is so critical for us as a people. And then you get to respond to those things, those people, and then also you get an accountability partner. So
Mm.
someone that you can check in with regularly, daily, to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Good. Good, friends. The challenge is soon, January 5 through 25. So if you're like me and you need to do some resetting and some, uh, yeah, palette reset and some getting yourself in the habit of having good habits,
Hmm.
the challenges for you?
So I want to address a couple things that I'm seeing here.
Okay.
Someone says now I have stage 3 kidney disease, working on reversing it. So
Mm,
for someone who has kidney disease, you have to be very mindful. This challenge may not be for you. The
okay.
reason why is when we're now dealing with kidney disease, we have to restrict our water because the
Ah,
kidneys
yeah,
can't handle you drinking a lot of water. So
yeah.
you would have to get clearance from your doctor based on the stage of kidney disease you're in if you could do a water challenge. If you're in the earlier stages, usually you're okay. But 3, I'm not sure. 4 or 5, definitely, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. She says thank you.
All right.
V150.
Someone else asked about, ooh, where was it? They talked about, oh, what minerals can we add to our water?
Yeah.
So you can add a little bit of sea salt to your water.
Okay.
You can add a little bit of chlorophyll to your water. This will help to have the water stay in the body. You know how some people drink the water and then they pee right away?
Yeah.
That means the water is going through them. It's the cells are not holding the water.
Ah, okay.
So you don't have electrolytes in your water. You need to add Remember how we talked about the water nourishing you and hydrating you? That's
Uh-huh.
the nourishing part.
Okay.
You need to have electrolytes in your water. You can have a little squeeze of lemon, that'll work.
Okay.
Lime, that'll work. Some fresh fruit, like what you talked about. Adding something to the water will help it to stay with you, stay in the cells. That's what
Okay.
we want. Yeah.
When you said electrolytes, so first thing I think is buying those powders, but you're saying we can add things into our water ourselves. We can do that ourselves.
Absolutely. Yeah, like that
Okay.
you can do that, but something simple is lemon juice, lime juice, a little sprinkle of salt. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love I love a little lime in my water. Okay, good. Good.
Absolutely. Yep.
Tori's
Um,
asking about the trace mineral drops. Do you know those?
yeah, that's fine. You could do
Okay.
trace mineral drops. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
absolutely. Yeah. Somebody said most bottled water is filtered, not spring. Absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
not paying for water with the side of microplastics when I can get it at home for free. Yeah, so I actually use a water filtration system. It's called Nikin, and it's like a double filtration system. It
Okay.
cleans the water and then it nourishes the water. It alkalines the water. It adds like minerals to it. So you want to get something that's really top notch like that. Or some people use reverse osmosis water,
Okay.
right? You could do that. But you don't want to do bottled water. That's just purified. That's or tap water. Those are like bottom feeders as it relates to water.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't want that.
Okay. All right, good.
I'm looking to see what other things we can answer for folks.
I see a question from earlier. Y'all's little flock. How does diet impact perimenopause, menopause, etc.? Does eating plant-based help mitigate symptoms?
Yeah, so like some foods is going to help with blood flow. So one of the challenges that people deal with menopause, when they have those hormonal balances, they might be experiencing heavy periods.
Mhm.
And so you can eat plant-based foods that really just help with that. So things like beets, things like hibiscus. You can do teas like hibiscus. So just bringing in foods, like really doing your research, what's going on with you, and looking at foods that really help with blood flow and help you with dilating the blood vessels so that you don't experience all the cramping and things like that. Um, Perimenopause and menopause, when you're talking about like hormonal stuff, you want to make sure that you're not eating foods that are going to really be affecting your hormones. And so, once again, this is requiring you to go to a physician, a holistic doctor, getting your blood checked and seeing where you are. Are you balanced or out of balance?
Okay.
And then what kinds of foods do they recommend from a care plan standpoint for
Okay.
you? Because everybody's different. So, like for me, let me give you an example.
Mhm.
I am what they call estrogen dominant. So I have a lot of estrogen in me already. So I need to stay away from soy because soy foods make more estrogen.
Okay.
And so my doctor's like, avoid soy. So anything with soy, you got to really look at your labels because there's so many foods that have soy in them,
Mhm.
right? So I can't do that. Now, somebody who's losing estrogen, they're not estrogen dominant. Their doctor might say, girl, you need to get some tofu in your diet.
Okay.
You see the difference? So it just really depends on what's going on with you in your perimenopause, menopause state and how it's impacting you. Some people experiencing hot fat flashes, some people aren't. Everybody going through something different.
Mhm. Sugar, for me, it's the sugar. Sugar is a real hot flash bringer on her, right? If I'm
Yeah,
eating Captain
yeah,
Crunch, I'm also hot flashing a lot. I've been here, I've been eating tasty cakes, right? And I'm having hot flashes when I thought I was past the hot flash stage because I'm full on in menopause now. And I'm back to having hot flashes, like cycling through them at least once an hour sometimes
yeah,
because I'm eating the sweets. It's also Christmas and Thanksgiving,
yeah,
everything is off out of whack. I
yeah,
saw a lady the other day. So there's a I watched the Diary of a CEO podcast, but I always have to say this. That's a man, and I don't know. I don't know if we trust men or whatever. But he had a guest on his channel, and the guest said that is to sugar. We think of sugar as a diabetes bringer honor. Sugar is also a dementia bringer honor.
yeah,
And I want to work on the sugar thing because I already see with menopause a little memory
yeah,
issue,
yeah,
which I think it's a thing that women experience in menopause. And so the sugar problem, I think the sugar is a thing that I need to address
yeah.
because
Absolutely. And it's really the timing of when you have sugar. So sugar is not horrible.
Mhm.
It's when you have sugar. Most of us are eating sugar late at night before we go to bed or curling up to a great movie. So your
Uh-huh.
body doesn't have time to process that sugar. But if you have something that's sugary earlier in the day, you can use it as fuel throughout the day. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then also intermittent fasting, that's going to also help you with sugar because it
Mhm.
helps to clear the system of sugar if you fast for several hours before eating again. So it's like we got to understand what we're doing and how to be strategic in our eating.
Okay.
So when we say sugar, are you talking about fruit sugar? Are you talking about white sugar? Are you
Mhm.
talking about tasty cake sugar? Like there are different kinds of sugar and not all of it is bad. Trust.
Yes.
It's just not.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. I like that. I like that approach. It always scares me when people are like, never ever cut it out completely. When I was younger, there was not younger, yeah, younger. There was that Whole 30 diet where you take all of the sugars out of your diet
Yeah.
and then you add in some things after a while. And it was a thing that I never could do because as soon as I take it all out, that's when I want it the most, right?
Well, we gotta get over that hump, but when I say sugar, I just wanna be clear based on the chat. I'm
Mhm.
talking about alternatives that are sugary, like dates. Dates is
Okay.
a natural sugar, right?
Yeah.
Honey is a natural sugar.
Yeah.
Even organic cane sugar, it's not as processed as some of these other sugars that's out there.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
you have a little bit of those things, you're fine, right? We're not talking about overdoing. We're not definitely not talking about high fructose corn
Mhm.
syrup. Absolutely not. But they're natural food raisins. That's a natural sugar.
Mhm.
Some people are like, I don't eat no sugar, but your body, you need a little bit of sugar. You just do a little bit.
Mhm.
It's just where you getting it from and how good of a quality is it.
Yeah, that's what she said. Thank you, Arlene. Dementia is like diabetes of the brain.
Yes,
Yeah, that
yes. That's
alarmed
the
me.
research. Years ago, they talked about this is when I was in health coaching school.
Uh-huh.
They talked about diabetes, excuse me, dementia being the diabetes of the brain. They
Yeah.
call it type 3 diabetes. And I
Uh,
actually just read something recently. Type 5 diabetes is when you're malnourished over a long period of time.
okay.
So that's another form of diabetes when you're just not getting the right kind of nutrients. So people who are underhoused or unhoused,
Mhm.
people in third world countries that have just not gotten the things that they need nutrition wise,
Yep.
those people can develop type 5 diabetes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've talked about hydration, meditation and mindset, movement, meal prep,
Hmm.
so that we can move, so that I can move into 2026 with a plan, so that my habits, we wrote down something. I mean, I wrote down something about habits, but I have too many notes to find it. So that I have the habits I need to carry me into longevity, right? So you call, this is what you call lifestyle medicine. Has this conversation been a good um like introduction
I think
to
so.
lifestyle medicine for us?
Yes. I think when we say lifestyle medicine, y'all, we're talking about the things that we can do in our life. These pieces: food, sunshine, movement, mindset, relationships, just your overall person. What can you do to move, like shift those things before we start taking medication?
Mhm.
What can we do? What are we empowered to do to make the change? All right. That's lifestyle medicine. What I want to know before we wrap up is, for you, what's been your biggest takeaway from our conversation for you?
A lot. So I think my resistance to meal prep, my resistance to cooking is over. I think I'm not on that anymore. I think your explanation of how simple it can be was helpful. I think that you're talking to me about meditation or breath work as a way to set the tone of the day also was a big breakthrough for me, because I've always thought of it as, I don't know, not that. No, I've never really thought about it as that. I would love to set the tone for my day. I enjoy a slow morning. I enjoy sitting with my coffee and having a slow morning. And I have not been incorporating some form of meditation or breath work or affirmation work or something, or journaling or something into that. So that was super helpful. You gave me permission to do 30 minutes a day of movement and not like start off with training for a half marathon, right? Let's
Right.
get, let's get some habits into place instead of always stopping and starting and stopping and starting because the thing was maybe too aggressive. The goal maybe was too aggressive or too hard, right? Let's
Yeah.
start with something that I can keep doing.
Ease. Let's talk about ease, my friend.
Please, please, right? So that was super helpful.
Yeah.
And then I also need to, you also reminded me, or told me for the first time, I guess, told me that I need to get some things tested so that I know where I am. Am I a am I one of those people that the doctor's going to be like, no soy for you? Or is the doctor going to be like, more soy for you? I don't know where my estrogen levels are. And I've been fully in menopause for, I don't know, maybe a year or two, like fully in it. And so that was a good reminder to get some work done so that I know where I stand in that part. And
And
then just
let me say this, it's not just your estrogen levels, it's your progesterone and your testosterone too. All
okay.
right. It's all of it, your PE ratio. It's all of that. Your
Okay.
progesterone to estrogen level.
If I say I need my hormone levels checked, they'll do all of that.
It depends on your doctor. Your regular doctor might not do that. You might need to go to more of an integrative physician to help you with that kind of stuff.
Okay, and that's Charlotte's question.
Yeah,
That's
I would do
Charlotte's.
a holistic doctor, someone who's more so like either integrative or someone who's a functional medicine doctor. I know a hormonal doctor here in Atlanta that you can work with. She's incredible. So you guys can go to her. Gosh, what's her name? uh, I'll send it. I'll send
Make
it
a
to.
video. Why don't you if you want, you could make a video on your channel,
Mhm.
pointing some people to some of your favorite people.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll do that, guys. I'll do that. So make sure you go over to YouTube and follow me. I am Chef B, and I will do a follow-up video for you guys, my favorite wellness places, things, etc.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna link Chef B's channel is already linked in the description, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop it here in the chat. And yeah, that will create a place for you to point people
Yeah,
to
that
over
would
and over.
That'd be good. Yeah, so you
You don't want
definitely need to check your levels and see where you are, what your what your kidney levels are, your cholesterol levels, what is your blood sugar levels, what's your hormone levels, how's your heart functioning. You're not necessarily going to get all of those things from a regular doctor. A holistic doctor will be looking to help you optimize those parts of yourself.
in Colombia, they are called integrative medicine. Is that what they call it down there? I've done some Google searches for a doctor for myself in Bogota, and I think that they call themselves integrative medicine. They might call themselves that, or function. Some places in the U.S. nowadays, sometimes they're called functional medicine.
Yeah,
Uh,
functional medicine, exactly. Yep.
yeah, and for some of y'all, it might behoove you to fly to Mexico or Colombia or see
Some people
somebody if
do
you
it.
can't
Yeah,
go.
they do medical tourism so that they can get some of these just different cultural medicinal practices from these folks so that it's a little different than they focus on different things in different parts of the world. That's just the bottom
Okay,
line.
that's right.
All
Can you
right.
tell them in the Atlanta area
Mhm.
how they can where they can see you around the town? Because you still, I think I should have asked you this earlier. You still be at farmers markets and stuff, right?
Yeah, so I'm there right now, y'all. So I'm in the room. Like I've set up. I've come because I wanted to make sure I was here in on time.
Okay.
So my space is already set up, but I'm here at a farm. It's called Oyun Botanical Gardens, and I'm here every Saturday. We're here
Okay.
from 11 to 6. We sell healthy meals for people. They can get all kinds of wellness products from me, some of my beverages, and it's not just me. It's a vibe. This place is amazing. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I can even show you if you want me to, Stephanie. It's
okay.
amazing. You want me to do that? I'm gonna come
Yeah,
out.
if you can.
Yes.
O
So
U Oyun.
Oyun. So
Oyun Botanical.
Oyun Botanical Gardens.
Okay.
And it's past 11, so people have started coming. But this is say hi. Just say hi.
Good
So
morning.
this
Good
is
morning.
Christopher. He has his beverages. I want you to meet the owner. Tina,
Okay.
come real quick. This is Stephanie.
Lovely.
She's
Hello.
the
Good
owner
morning.
of this space.
Greetings. Greetings.
This is
Hi.
Oyun Botanical Garden. So look at all of the beautiful things back here. And then I have my place right there.
Oh, that's amazing. 11 to 6 on Saturdays.
11 to 6 on Saturdays. And then they have a garden outside. They grow food here so you can get healthy produce. They sell the produce. You buy 5 items and it's only $20. Think about that, y'all.
Oh,
Buy 5 items and it's only 20 bucks.
wow.
Yes.
Wow. Let me look at where it is in Atlanta. What part do you know what part of town it's in?
East Point. I'll put the address for
Okay.
you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank
So,
you.
guys, what I'm saying to you is don't wait. Somebody said it in the comments as well. You don't need to wait till January 1st. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, really, I want you guys to think about what it is that you want to create for yourself
Yes.
as we move into this new space, this new year. All right.
Yes.
One small little thing that you want to work on. Okay. One
Uh-huh.
small little thing. Stephanie is like, I want to work on my movement. And guess what? As you start doing that one little thing, other things will start to come into the mix that you want to work on. You just need to see some success in the one thing that you select.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Get some positive feedback.
yeah,
It
just
becomes easier.
becomes easier. Absolutely. Yeah. So I see some people, they're close to East Point. Please come by. I would love to meet you guys today. And y'all, I really would love for you guys to be a part of this hydration challenge. It's absolutely beautiful. A lot of folks come back. We realize that we have an issue with drinking water.
Yeah.
And when people actually go through the challenge, they just learn so much and their habits start to change as a result of it. So I'm here to support you guys.
Yes. And then you are you taking on new meal prep clients?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely are taking on more clients. If you're in Atlanta, it's awesome. But if you're in another city, we can ship. So that's not a problem for us. So yeah, I would love, and then I do cooking classes. So if you want to learn how to cook too, we do it.
We
We
do it.
do it. We're a full service health and wellness company. We help you. I always say we help Black women get their shit together as it
Is
relates to their wellness.
help me, please. Is
Yeah.
the cooking class? I'm sorry, I don't recall this. The cooking class is in person only, right? Or is it
No,
also?
I can do virtual too. Yeah, we do virtual. We mostly do in person, but if someone is out of town, we can definitely do in person. I mean, do
So,
virtual.
okay, great, great. Okay, so a lot of the women here are in your area anyway. A lot,
Oh, so
Black
that's
women. Y'all
good.
love Atlanta. Okay, y'all be in Atlanta. Okay, so
Okay. So Stephanie, let me ask you this,
yeah.
because I know it's market has started, so I'm gonna wrap up here.
Okay, okay.
So for you, you talked about your big takeaways. What
Mhm.
are 3 to 5 action steps? I want you to write them down.
So I already set Power Hour on my phone, so
Okay,
that
that's
the first
fine.
thing I'll do is go outside to walk, including when I'm in San Miguel house sitting, and then sit down for the rest of the time to do some form of meditation or breath work. So the next step is to I already have the Tony Jones playlist of affirmation, or Tony Jones already has affirmation music on her YouTube channel, but I'm going to find a couple of breath work people. I love Octavia Rahim. So I'm going to find some stuff and put it in a place where I can easily pull it up when I need it.
Yeah, that's
You know what I
beautiful.
mean?
Mhm.
So make a playlist is basically what I'm
That's
saying.
Almond's sister, by the way, Octavia.
Just oh yeah.
Yeah, we both went to Spelman together.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I love her
She's
dearly, just
awesome.
like I love you. And then I think I'm going to find a couple of things to meal prep while I'm in San Miguel. Even
Mm.
though you said you don't have to wait. Listen, my parents are cooking for me here, and I'm gonna let you. Okay, my dad be like, "You want some pancakes?" And I'll be like, "Mm-hmm." So make a grocery list, I guess, for when I get to San Miguel de
I
Allende.
like that. Let's see how simple that was, y'all. She just made a grocery list. I
And
love
then,
That's good.
oh,
That's a good
I'll
one.
find some things to add into my water. Make my tap water less tap waterish.
Ye Let's do that. Let's
Improve the water.
yes, let's kinda elevate the water, right? So
Yes.
those are really good, easy steps. So I heard you say elevate your water that your tap water by
Mhm.
doing what? How are you gonna elevate the tap water? By doing
Uh, so I probably will start adding in some coconut water. That's an easy thing.
mm,
Add in some coconut water to my waters. I'm not a big fan of tea.
okay.
Okay, so add in some, and then lemon, lime, and then figure out what else people put into water. You said sea salt already. Figure out a couple of things that people put into their water to make it
Yeah.
next level.
We can actually do some videos to show people how we kind of elevate some of these things. That would be really good for folks. So we'll do
Please.
that. I love that.
Okay,
All right.
please.
So we said elevate your water. We
Mhm,
talked about you moving and having your power hour.
mhm.
And then tell me
Meal
the third
prep
thing.
meal
No,
prep Mondays,
making your
right?
grocery list for San Miguel.
Grocery
That's
list
3.
and playlist. Make a playlist for mindset, meditation, breath work.
Perfect. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Now, one of the other things that we didn't talk about that is critical is sleep.
Right.
We didn't talk about sleep. And in there, yes. So we want to make sure that we're building in some kind of sleep routine, taking a shower, setting the tone for sleep, no electronics in the sleep space,
Mhm.
right? Essential oils, incense, massaging the body, all those things is going to help us to move into sleep. We
Yes.
want to make sure that we do that. So that's another component of the lifestyle medicine is really interrogating your sleep hygiene.
Very important. I've stopped sleeping with my laptop in the bed for the last, I don't know, just a couple weeks since I've been here. I put my laptop on the desk, right? My bed is right there, but I put my laptop on the desk.
Yes.
Sleep. You're right. Sleep is a thing that we need to add into our holistic approach, right?
Yes. And then someone also mentioned magnesium. This is something else that we can add to the water. So once again, we're going to do some videos on how we can really enhance some of these things and some of my favorite things. So that's coming on YouTube, guys.
Great. Make sure you subscribe to Chef B's YouTube channel. I am Chef B. She makes it easy to find her. 3 E's in B because B excellent, B
Be
No.
empowered, energized, and engaged.
Oh, not excellent. Okay, be empowered, energized, and engaged. So
Yeah,
Chef B with 3 E's:
yeah,
empowered, energized, engaged.
absolutely. And y'all, we're also on TikTok. Please, I would love for you guys to connect with us over there as well. People seem to be really excited about this information. They're looking to be better and
Yeah.
to elevate themselves. So that's where we are as well. So thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for making this so normal, helping me by not telling me that I need to do some stuff that, I'm not going to stick to. Thank you for making this something that I can do normally,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
thank you for extending extending a hand out to us in general. I'm excited for women to come to the hydration challenge. I'm trying to get that linked here,
Mhm.
and to watch you on YouTube, watch you on TikTok or Instagram, wherever they're going to be. And I'm excited for somebody to come pop in on you at
Yes.
the event today.
Listen, y'all. If y'all come over here today, I have a free gift for some of you. All right. So I have 2 free gifts. If you come to OU and Botanical Gardens, I'm here until like 3:30
Okay.
because I do have a cooking class tonight. But if you
Oh,
come, I got a free gift for you.
okay.
Okay. So there
Okay.
you go.
Oh, y'all, if y'all go and see her, take a picture and then holler at
Yes.
me. Okay, take a picture and then at me
Yes.
on Instagram,
That would
VAY.
be so much fun.
You stop in on her at the market. Okay, good, good, good. Okay.
Yes.
I
Mm.
think this was wonderful. How do you think? How do you feel?
Oh man, I got a chance to do some coaching with you. That's amazing.
I need it. So Chef B is inside Chef B because she's a business owner and because she's a YouTuber. She's in my YouTube Success Society.
Yes.
I want to let y'all know that this is not about YouTube Success Society, but it's similar. The Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge is happening inside of Exodus ASAP. So Chef B talked about how she was a mathematician or is a mathematician. Okay. So how does she have this business?
Mhm.
Because she knows how to go out and talk her talk and
Mhm.
bring clients into her world. And if you want to learn yourself how to talk your talk and bring clients into your world, join the Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge, which is happening inside of Exodus ASAP, the Exodus ASAP
Mhm.
membership, January 6th. It's not 6 consecutive days. We're doing it Tuesdays and Thursdays in January so that you're not going to be so burnt out. It was a lot. It used to be a lot. We're spreading it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
So if you want a little coaching from me, that's where you do it. And then if you want a little coaching from Chef B, her hydration challenge,
Yeah. Mhm.
chefb.com/Stephanie Perry.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. I
Yay!
agree. This was wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. Have a wonderful Saturday. And seriously, I hope some women stop by and see you today.
Yeah, I hope so too. All right. Bye,
Take
y'all.
Bye.